Hey, what's up guys? Today I'm going to be covering the number 2 rule for losing weight. Fiber. Okay, you probably heard of fiber and you probably heard of soluble and insoluble, and even if you haven't, you'll learn both of them today. Okay, so when you're starting to lose weight, you start thinking, well, should I start doing a diuretic, or should I start taking a laxative because, I want to jumpstart my stomach. I'm feeling bloated all the time. I just don't feel good. I feel like my stomach's always out here, so you're like, well, maybe I should take a laxative to clear myself out. Not quite. Listen to this video and then I'll tell you what we need to do next, okay? So soluble versus insoluble. So soluble is basically a spongy texture or spongy-like substance in your small intestine. So what it happens, it goes into your small intestine and it expands with the water in your small intestine, and it keeps you fuller a little longer, okay? So an example of this is apples, oranges, carrots, beans, psyllium husks, and seeds. So you think of flax seeds, this could be one, or yeah, flax seeds, I can't think of any other. So they're soft and mushy in texture, and usually what I think of that is just the apple, right? When you chew the apple, the soft, mushy texture of it, that's basically how I think of a soluble fiber, okay? So insoluble is basically like, not necessarily the opposite, but it's like nature's broom, okay? So think of it like a broom. It's just picking up all the debris inside your gastrointestinal. This is probably closer to the laxative-based diet that you're thinking of, okay? So when you're thinking of laxatives, you should be thinking kind of like an insoluble kind of fibers, okay? And where you can get this is whole wheat products, flax seeds, nuts, wheat germs, potatoes, cauliflower, green beans, peas, lentils, all those good things are insoluble fibers. And if you've ever eaten some type of fiber, like what I'm explaining here, you'll know that they have like this chewy, tough texture. They take a long time to eat them. So if you've ever eaten like a Fiber One cereal, you'll know like you're always having to chew and to get it down. Okay, so how much per serving is good? So I got this from the American Dietetic Association book that 2.5 to 4.9 grams per serving is good, okay? So if it has that, it's a good quality fiber source, okay? If it has 5 grams, that's excellent, okay? That's a really good fiber source. So how much should you be eating? So the adequate intake, that's what AI is. Adequate intake is, for men, it's 38. I think it's like 35 to 38. And for women, I think it's, I'm 25 to 30 or something like that. But basically what you can do is 12 grams of fiber for every 1,000 calories that you eat. So for 2,000 calories, it's about 24 grams of fiber, and for 3,000 calories, it's about 35 or 36 grams of fiber for every 1,000 calories, or 3,000 calories. So I know I said blood glucose goes down and LDL. Blood glucose has to do with like diabetics and stuff and type 2 diabetes. So LDL, I'm not going to explain it too much, but LDL is low density lipoproteins. This is the bad cholesterol, okay? So you don't want this high. You don't want the LDL high. You want more fullness, right? You want to feel fuller, but you don't want to be eating a lot more calories. So now you know the number 2 truth to fat loss or weight loss. All right, I'll talk to you guys in the next video.